Shalom. I'm Rabbi Ronald Price, the Executive Vice President Emeritus of the Union for Traditional Judaism. And it is my honor and my pleasure to bring you this first of a series of Divrei Torah, brief Divrei Torah, on the weekly parasha, the weekly Torah reading. All of these Divrei Torah will be based on the book Divrei Halev, Thoughts of Rabbi David Weiss Halivni of blessed memory, on the weekly Torah portion. Rav Halivni was world-renowned for his work in the Talmud. There are 9 volumes of his commentary on the Talmud, Mekorot and Mesorot, Sources and Traditions, and many other volumes of his works in religion and philosophy. But there's only one volume of his thoughts on the weekly Torah portion, and that is Divrei Halev. We thought that to bring a taste of those Divrei Torah each week before Shabbat would be a nice offering to the community at large. And hopefully it will also encourage people to take advantage of the link to our website and to purchase the entire volume of Divrei Halev, Words from the Heart, Thoughts of Rabbi David Weiss Halivni on the weekly Torah portion. And so we begin. I am very excited to be the first. There will be others who will also continue this process, God willing. And so the first Torah is on Parashat Shemot, the beginning of the book of Exodus. Rav Halivni has in there are several on each parasha, several Divrei Torah, but there is one that has always I found very interesting, and that is the one titled Holy and Mundane. Holy and Mundane. Have you ever thought about what might have happened if Moshe Rabbeinu had not paid attention to the burning bush? I mean, the Torah tells us Moshe was going along in the desert, Achar Hamidbar, it says in the Torah portion. And what was he doing? He was guiding the flocks of his father-in-law Yitro through the desert. So he was a shepherd, minding the flocks. And suddenly there appears to him, what he doesn't know yet, is an angel in the form of a burning bush. And Moshe Rabbeinu sees this and says, Asura na ve'ereh. I have to go. I need to go off the path and see what this is, why this bush isn't consumed. And then when he arrives at the bush, it's interesting, an angel has attracted his attention, but it's once he arrives at the bush, it is God that he speaks to. And the place where he's standing, where the burning bush is called Har HaElohim, the mountain of God. So Moshe has been shepherding his sheep in the desert, a fairly common, mundane activity, you'd agree. And then his attention is attracted by something different from the natural course of things, and he goes to investigate. And there he makes contact with God and is given the beginnings, at least, of his mission to redeem the Jewish people. So what would have happened if he had simply ignored it? He could have just gone on his way, said, oh, there's a burning bush, interesting, and gone on by, shepherding his sheep. Nothing would have happened, and we wouldn't be here today. Or someone else would have noticed the burning bush, and it wouldn't have been the story of Moshe Rabbeinu. Rav Halivni uses this as a paradigm to explain why it is that we must be involved in the world at large in mundane activities but at the same time, be curious. Pay attention to the world around us. And sometimes paying attention to that world around us can lead to great and very important things. And I'm going to read just one paragraph from that Devar Torah at the conclusion, which I think you'll appreciate. Moshe did not fast for days beforehand in order to reach the Holy One, blessed be he. Engaging with the world is part of God's expectation of us. Studying science and nature can lead to holiness, right? These are mundane activities, we would say, as at least secular activities. Studying science and nature can lead to holiness. Asura na ve'ereh, an incidental observation. I will go off the path and see, take a look, investigate. An incidental observation could lead to world-shaking changes. Though we live in the non-Jewish world with Yitro, says Rav Halivni, if we at the same time walk Achar Hamidbar, in the place where the Torah was given, out in the desert, in the mundane world, we have the possibility still of reaching Har Elohim, the mountain of God, the important and critical place where the spirit lives and where spiritual things happen. May each of us use our curiosity appropriately in this world and try at least to reach Al Elohim. Shabbat Shalom U'Mavorach.